All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, Guru. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Naranam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Narayanam Namaskritya
Saraswati
Naram Chaiva
Manoje Piraye Dashaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhakti Nashtagi
Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki
Krishnaya
Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Nindaya Namo
Govindaya Namo
Namaha
Namaha.
Nama Pangajanabhaya Nama
Namapangajanabhaya,
Pangajamaline Nama
Namapangajanabhaya,
Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajangre Mukam Karodi Vachalam
Mokam
Pangum
Karoti
Langayade Girim
Yatvatamaham
Kripatamaham Vande
Bande
Shri
Paramananda Madhavam
Chaitanya Ishwaram
Sri Gurum
Paramananda
Dinadarim
Madhavam.
Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So welcome to Bhagavad Gita as it is, reading from the 11th chapter, the universal form. And today we'll be discussing 6 verses from 9 to 14. Verses 9 to 14. So we'll read verse 9. Sanjaya Vacha Eva Mukta Rado Tado Rajan Mahayogeshwaro Hari Darshayamasa Parthaya Paramam Rupam Aishwaram. Sanjaya Vacha Eva Muktva Tado Rajan Mahayogeshwaro Hari Darshayamasa Parthaya Paramam Rupam Aishwaram. Sanjaya Vacha Eva Muktva Tado Rajan Mahayogeshwaro Hari Darshayamasa Parthaya Paramam Rupam Aishwaram. Yes, Katyani Mataji.
Om Namo Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Eva Muktva Sanjaya Uvacha. Eva Muktva Tato Rajan Mahayogeshwaro Hari Darshayamasa Parthaya Paramam Rupamaishwaram. അർത്ഥം മലയാളത്തിൽ അർത്ഥം പറയാമോ?
English only. Okay, nobody's having the text, so I'll read that. Sanjaya Vacha, Sanjaya said, Evam, thus, Uktva, saying, Tada, thereafter, Rajan, O king, Maha Yogeshwara, the most powerful mystic, Hari, the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna, Darshayamasa, showed, Parthaya, unto Arjuna, Paramam, divine, Rupam, universal form, Aishwaram, opulences. Sanjaya said, O king, speaking thus, the Lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. Verses 10 and 11. Anega Bhakranayanam, Anega Albhuda Darshanam, Anega Divyabharanam, Divyanega Udyadvaidam, Divyamalambaradharam, Divya Gandhanulepanam, Sarvashcharyamayam Devam, Anandam Vishwado Mukham. Anega Bhakranayanam, Anega Albhuda Darshanam, Anega Divyabharanam, Divyanega Udyadvaidam, Divya Malayambaradharam, Divya Gandhanulepanam, Sarvashcharyamayam Devam, Anandam Vishwado Mukham. Anega Bhakranayanam, Anega Albhuda Darshanam, Anega Divyambharanam, Divyanoko Hidayudam, Divya Malyambaradaram, ദിവ്യഗന്ധാനുലേപനം സർവാശ്ചര്യമയം ദേവം അനന്തം വിശ്വതോമുഖം. കാർത്തിയാനി മാതാജി.
ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ. അനേക വക്രനയന അനേകോത്ഭുത ദർശനം അനേക ദിവ്യാഭരണം ദിവ്യാനേകോദ്യതായുധം
ദിവ്യമാല്യാംബരധരം
ദിവ്യമാല്യാംബരധരം ദിവ്യഗന്ധാനുലേപനം സർവാശ്ചര്യമയം ദേവം അനന്തം വിശ്വതോമുഖം.
ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ. വൈഖരി മാതാജി.
ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ.
I can read 9 also. Sanjaya Vacha.
ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ. സഞ്ജയ ഉവാച ഏവം മുക്ത്വാ തതോ രാജൻ മഹായോഗേശ്വരോ ഹരി ദർശയാമാസ പാർത്ഥായ പരമം രൂപമൈശ്വര്യം. അനേകവക്ത്രനയന അനേകാത്ഭുത ദർശനം അനേക ദിവ്യാംബരണം ദിവ്യാനേകോദ്യായുധം ദിവ്യമാല്യാംബരധരം ദിവ്യഗന്ധാനുലേപനം സർവാശ്ചര്യമയം ദേവമനന്തം വിശ്വതോമുഖം. ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ.
ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ. ഗീതമാജി.
ഇതിന്ന് വായിച്ചോ?
Right. Aneka, various. Okay. You can read.
एवं मुक्त्वा ततो राजन् महायोगेश्वरो हरि दर्शयामास पार्थाय परमं रूपमैश्वरम्. अनेकवक्त्रनयन अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम् अनेकदिव्याभरणं दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधं ദിവ്യമാല്യാംബരധരം ദിവ്യഗന്ധാനുലേപനം സർവാശ്ചര്യമയം ദേവം അനന്തം വിശ്വതോമുഖം. ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ.
Aneka, various. Vaktra, mouse. Nayanam, eyes. Anega, various. Albudha, wonderful. Darshanam, sight. Aneka, many. Divya, divine. Abharanam, ornaments. Divya, divine. Anega, various. Udyada, uplifted. Ayudham, weapons. Divya, divine. Malya, garlands. Ambaradaram, covered with a dress. Divya, divine. Gandha, fragrance. Anulepanam, smeared. Sarva, all. Ashcharyamayam, wonderful. Devam, shining. Anandam, unlimited. Vishwadomukham, all pervading. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths and unlimited eyes. It was all wondrous. The form was decorated with divine, dazzling ornaments and arrayed in many garbs. It was garlanded gloriously, and there were many scents smeared over his body. All was magnificent, all expanding, unlimited. This was seen by Arjuna. Verse 12. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapadudhidam Yadi Baha Sadushi Sasyam Asastasya Mahatmanaha. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapadudhidam Yadi Baha Sadushi Sasyam Bhasatasya Mahatmanaha. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapat Uthidam Yadi Baha Sadushisyasyam Bhasastasya Mahatmana. Katyani Maji.
Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhave Yugapadutyuta Yadiba Sadrushi Sasyat Bhasastasya Mahatmana.
Right. Vaikri Maji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ഭവേദ്യുഗപദുത്തിത യദി ഭാ സദൃശീ സാ സ്യാത് ഭാസസ്തസ്യ മഹാത്മന. ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ.
Gita Maji.
पद्युदिता यदि भासदृशी सा स्यात् भासस्तस्या महात्मना.
Right. Divi in the sky, Surya, sun, Sahasrasya of many thousands, Bhavet, there were Yugapat simultaneously, Uthitha present, Yadi if Baha light, Sadishi like that, Sa that, Syat maybe, Bhasa effulgence, Tasya there is Mahatmanaha of the great Lord. If hundreds of thousands of suns arose at once into the sky, they might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. Text 13. Tatregastam jagat krishnam pravibhakta anegadha apashye deva devasyam sharire pandavastada. Tatregastam jagat krishnam pravibhakta anegadha apashye deva devasyam sharire pandavastada. Tatregastam jagat krishnam pravibhaktamane gadha avashye devadevasyam sharire pandavastada. Yes, Kapyani Maji.
तत्रैकस्थं जगत्कृष्णं प्रविभक्त अनेकधा अपश्य देवदेवस्य शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा. ओ नमो हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Vaikri Maji.
Hare Krishna. Tatraigastam Jagat-Krishnam Prathaktam Anekada Avashya Deva Devasya Sharire Pandavastada. Hare Krishna.
Right. Gita Maji.
तत्रैकस्थं जगत्कृष्णं प्रविभक्तम् अनेकदा अपश्य देवदेवस्य शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा.
Hare Krishna. Tatra, there. Ekastam, one place. Jagat, universe. Krishnam, completely. Pravibhaktam, divided in. Anegadha, many kinds. Avashyat, could see. Deva Devasya, of the Supreme Personality Godhead, Sharire, in the universal form. Pandava, Arjuna, Tada, at that time. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Text 40. Tadasa Vismaya Vishto Krishtaroma Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasa Devam Yudanjalir Abhashada. Tadasa Vismaya Vishto Krishtaroma Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasa Devam Yudanjalir Abhashada. Tadasa Vismaya Vishto Krishtaroma Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasa Devam Yudanjalir Abhashada. Yes, Katyani Maji.
ओ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. तदसः विस्मयाविष्टो विष्टरो मादनञ्जयः प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं कृताञ्जलि अभाषदा.
Hare Krishna.
हरे
Vaikri Maji.
हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Tadasa Vismaya-vishto Krishta-roma Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasa Devam Kridanjalira Bhashada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Gitanyaneshri.
तदा सा विस्मयाविष्टो ह्यष्टरोमादनञ्जया प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं कृताञ्जलिरभाषद. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Tadaha, thereafter, sa he, Vismaya Vishta, being overwhelmed with wonder, Rishtaroma, with his bodily hairs, standing on end due to his great ecstasy. Dhananjaya, Arjuna, Pranamya, offering obeisances, Shirasa, with the head, Devam, to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kritanjali, with folded hands, Abhashada, began to say. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna began to pray with folded hands offering obeisances to the Supreme Lord. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmelitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadandhigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudhapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsta Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadhutam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shmishadan Vidamsta He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagalpade Pesha Gaviga Kanda Radha Kanda Stave Taptaga Anjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhana Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadruvishti Kripa Sindhuvi Evacha Padivanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Nama Om Vishnu Maharaja Krishna Prestaya Sudare Srimade Bhaktivedanta Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Sanjay Vacha Eva Mukta Tado Rajan Mahayogeshwara Hari Dashyamasa Parthayam Paramam Rupamaishwaram. Sanjaya said, O king, speaking thus, the Supreme, the Lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. So, Tada, thereafter. Thereafter means what? After Krishna, what he did to Arjuna, or what he provided with Arjuna. The previous sloka it is said that Natuvam Yakshase Dishyase Dashtum Aneneva Sachakshusha Divyam Dadami Te Chakshu Pashyame Yogameshra. Divyam Dadadi Te Chakshu. I am going to give you a divine eyes by which you can behold my mystic opulence. So Krishna provided Arjuna the necessity vision to see the universal form, which otherwise cannot be seen by Arjuna, whose eyes are anointed with sweetness. Arjuna, as we have mentioned several times before, is firmly entrenched in the Madhurya Rasa with Krishna. So his eyes cannot behold the opulent form of Krishna. So Krishna is providing with the vision, but he is asked not to change, or he is not asked to change his wish, his mind. In the mind, or in his consciousness, Arjuna is always related to Krishna in rasas. So that is always, that is eternal, that relationship is eternal. So that relationship cannot be changed. So that is why the eternal relationship with Krishna and Arjuna, or between, or rather between a living entity and Krishna, cannot be changed. It is fixed. So Arjuna is not asked to change his mind or his consciousness, but change his vision sufficiently so that he can adopt it to see the universal form. So having done that, then Krishna reveals. And who is Krishna? Mahayogeshwaro. It is mentioned Mahayogeshwaro. Mahayogeshwara. He is the Lord of all mystic powers. He is the Lord of all mystic yogas. And he is the Supreme Personality Hari. Hari is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he displayed or revealed his universal form, which is opulent, Aishwarya. So that is why Arjuna is required, he is provided with sufficient vision so that he can behold this gigantic form of Krishna, which otherwise cannot be seen by anyone else. And what is this universal form? How great this is, how majestic it is, how astonishing it is, how wondrous it is how amazing. That is described in the next verse, two coming verses. Anega Vaktranayanam, Anega Albhuda Darshanam, Anega Divyabharanam, Divyano Uddhida Ayudam, Divya Anega Uddhida Ayudam, Divya Malyam Varadaram, Divya Gandha Anulebanam, Sarvashadyamayam Devam, Anandam Vishadohukam. So this word Divya is repeated 1, 2, 3, 4 times in these verses. In 2 verses, it is repeated 4 times. So everything is divine here. Although it is understood or it is already stated by Prabhupada in the purports, this form of Krishna is visible only in the material universes. It is not seen in the Paravyama or the spiritual world. Still, it is divine in the sense that this is displayed by Krishna, it is appearing in the body of Krishna. You have to understand that the universal form, although Arjuna sees big gigantic form, it is actually within the body of Krishna. In the next verse it is made clear. Deva Devasa Sharire. Although at that point of time, the 200 form of Krishna is not visible, it is understood that this form, this gigantic form, is from the Deva Devasya Sharire, from his body only. So that point is very relevant. It is not that Krishna displays the gigantic form from vacuum or from void, or it just displayed like that, or revealed it from some other source. No, it is from his own body only. And what is Anega Vaktranayanam, Anega Albhudadash? So many eyes. Anega in the sense is mentioned as thousands and thousands and thousands. Anega means more than once. Actually, Anega means more than once, but this meaning is Anega here means so many. That means the whole universe, not only the Earth planet, not only the different planets in our Brahmanda, in trillions and trillions and trillions of Brahmandas and universes, Milky Ways and the Milky Ways and galaxies, these universal phenomena, everywhere Arjuna can see. And in that, everywhere there's eyes, mouths, faces, everything is there. So it is to be understood that life is there everywhere, not only in Earth planet. Thus, The stupid scientists may claim that life is there only in the Earth planet. Now they are slowly changing that. Having just seen one Earth planet, small, microscopic, minuscule Earth, they had come to arrive. They had dared to say that life exists only in Earth, disregarding all the trillions and trillions and trillions of galaxies. So that's why Srila Prabhupada always says that scientists are stupid. Even a common man can understand that it is not possible for a person sitting here, even with the most modern technology and scientific advancement, to see the trillions and trillions and trillions of stars or planets in the universe. And all these bodies are decorated with divya abharanam ornaments, and the hands are beholding a lot of celestial weapons, and the bodies are decorated with flower garlands, and is a lot of can say fragrance, smeared with fragrance. So many paste, so many fragrance are there in the body. It is smeared with fragrance. So you can see it's very nice fragrance coming out of the body of Krishna, of this universal form of Krishna. And it's Ashcharyamayam. Everything is astonishing. Anantam, unlimited. And Vishwado Mukham, all pervading. So all pervading. It's unlimited, it's all pervading, it's everywhere. So it is very difficult for a person to understand. Now we have to understand the context. We have to understand the context. Sanjay is now describing to Dhritarashtra only. You have to always remember the context. Sanjay, whenever you see Sanjay Vacha, you have to understand that Sanjay is speaking to Dhritarashtra. Now, how to make Dhritarashtra understand this amazing phenomena of this universal form? Here, he is using a poetic fancy, upeksha. He said that Divi Surya Sasasya Bhavet Yugapada Udhida Yadi Baha Sadishasasya Asastasya Mahatmana. If hundreds of thousands of suns rose up at once into the sky, they might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. If hundreds of thousands of suns simultaneously, they rose simultaneously at once. You just imagine millions of suns, bright, glittering suns together. What will be the effulgence of the sun? Of what will be that effulgence? That effulgence can be compared to the effulgence of the universal form. So this is just to make Vigash understand the effulgence that is emanating from the universal form of Krishna. It is a metaphor. A metaphor is used. The metaphor is called utpreksha. Maybe people who are in literature, they will understand this metaphor called utpreksha. Vaikri Maharaji would have known about this. Utpreksha is a poetic fancy. And to describe the poetic fancy, alangaram can say. So that we can understand what is being spoken by Sanjaya. So this particular verse, it is said that our previous president, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, was the previous president, was a scientist. chairman of our space technology. He said that his first interaction with Bhagavad Gita, he was so much impressed with this verse. Then he started reading Bhagavad Gita to understand Bhagavad Gita. So he was a great student, and he was also a scholar of Bhagavad Gita. So he was very much attracted by this verse because it describes, because we cannot, human beings cannot imagine beyond our imagination. So something to support, so that we can understand what is being described. This simile is given by, otherwise we will not be able to. It is beyond our imagination, beyond our mind, beyond our imagination. So this is imaginable phenomenon. The thousands of suns arising together is imagination. It's an imaginable phenomenon. But this is made as described just to give an understanding what is the effulgence that is coming out of the body of the universal form. Then next verse, Tatra, what is actually Arjuna is seeing? Tatra egastam jagat krishnam pravibhaktam anekada avashya deva devasya sharire pandavastada. At that time, Arjuna could see the universal, in the universal form of the Lord, the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many. So in that body of the Lord, in one place, he could see the all universes same time, but these universes have been divided. It is not the universe, all the universe are similar in all aspects. Not they are not similar. Some universes are made of earth, mud. Some universes are planets are made of silver. Some are made of diamonds. Some are made of gold. Some are made of other stones, valuable stones. Some are very large. Some are very large. Some are huge. Some are not that large. Some are not. Some are small. So difference are there. Varieties are there. So many varieties you can see. So many varieties. Besides, that is one word. Krishnam pravivaktam. Krishnam means at one place together. Or completely. Krishnam is completely, but pravibhaktam, divided into many. Which means this universe are variegatedness of the universes. Not one universe is similar, on all different. So we can say Arjuna is seeing this, but those who are assembled in the Kurukshetra, they cannot make out what is happening. They just seeing Tatra Egasan. It says Tatra Egasan. Tatra means in that chariot. Tatra means in that chariot only. Arjuna is seeing this. So Arjuna, for others who are assembled in the Kurukshetra, they are seeing the chariot of Krishna, Arjuna, and in that chariot they see Krishna and Arjuna. Nothing else they can see. Only Arjuna is able to see. So what is going on? Others are not able to understand. That is another amazing aspect of it. So you have to always see the context. Then we can see the amazement. Arjuna is seeing the amazing, astonishing form of Krishna, but others have no idea, no clue what is going on. Tada sa vismaya. So now we see the reaction from Krishna, Arjuna, last verse. Tada sa vismaya vishto Ishtaro Madhananjaya Pranamya Shirasa Devam Anjali Rabhashada. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna began to pray with folded hands, offering obeisances to Supreme Lord. So now we can see the change in Arjuna now. So far, Arjuna was in relationship with Krishna. We can say the rasas. Speaking of rasas, there are 12 rasas, 5 major ones, and 7 minor ones. The 5 major ones we are familiar. Which are the major ones? We have this Shantarasa, Dasirasa, Sakharasa, Valsalya, and Madhurya. But apart from that, there are actually 12 rasas: Raudra, Albhuda, Shringara, Hasya, Veera, Daya, Dasya, Sakhya, Bhayanaka, Bhivatsa, Shanta, and Valsalya. So Valsalya, Shanta, Sakhya, Dasya, and this Shringara, which is Madhurya, that is the major ones. The minor ones are Raudra, anger. Raudra means anger, Desha. Albhuda means wonder. Hasya means joking, humor, comedy. Veera means chivalry. Daya means mercy. Bhayanaga means horror. Bhibalsa means shock. These are the 7 minor ones and other 5 major ones. So these are basically called rasas. So now in which rasa is Arjuna now? Arjuna basic rasa was Sakhya. Now there is a change in rasa. Can you tell which is the rasa now? It is Albhuda rasa. Tadassa Vismaya, Vismaya, Vismaya means Albhuda. Vismaya Vishto Hrishtaro Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasa Devam Sudanjila Bhashada. Vismaya. So from this 12 basic rasas, we can understand the general rasas in general. And Arjuna basically is a very sober person. He is not at all astonished by anything. He is very calm, Siddha Prajna, always very calm, sober person. Dhananjaya means one who has accumulated great wealth. And naturally, if somebody is actually amassed a lot of wealth, he has to be sober. He cannot be motivated by emotions. So now Arjuna, the same Arjuna, is now totally taken amazement, astonishment. So in Rasas, Acharyas, especially in our book called Harinama Chintamani, describe that there are 5 components of a rasa. The 5 components of the rasa are Alambana, Vibhava, Satviga Bhava, Anubhava, Sanchari Bhava, and Sthai Bhava. Vibhava, Satviga Bhava, Anubhava, Sanchari Bhava, Sthai Bhava. These are the 5 components. The Anubhava is further divided into 2, Alambana and Udipana. Alambana means persons involved. In every rasa, there should be more than one person involved. Otherwise, there cannot be rasa. Because rasa is based on relationship. And the relationship means there is always 2 persons. Everybody has got a relationship with Krishna. So naturally, since rasas are based on relationship, there will be 2 persons. Alambana, 2 persons, and those 2 persons are Vishaya and Ashraya. Maharaji, are you writing down? Katyani Maharaji, are you writing down all this? Okay, Malayalam class, tomorrow Malayalam class is there, you can write down, okay?
Okay.
Right. So, Alambana, there are 2 persons. These 2 persons are technically mentioned as Ashraya, Vishaya and Ashraya. Vishaya means the object. Ashraya means one who is surrendering. Or the experiencer, you can say, the one who is experiencing. One is experiencing these rasas is called Ashraya. Vishaya means the object. And this second aspect of Vibhava. So Vibhava has got 2 aspects, 2 components. One is Alambana, another is Udipana. Udipana means inspiring, instigating, something that is instigating this rasa. One that is what you call developing or inspiring this rasa, like a catalyst agent. So Vibhava has 2 divisions, Alambana and Udipana. Alambana means persons involved, which are Vishaya, Vishaya and Ashraya. And Anubhava. Anubhava means secondary symptoms. Satyabhava means that is primary symptoms, which is internal. And Anubhava means one that is expressed. That is Anubhava. Sanchari Bhava means that is going on in this mind, the joy, the real joy that is experienced. And finally, all these 4 components, Vibhava, Satyabhava, Anubhava, and Sanchari Bhava, they culminate in the 5th one, Sthayi Bhava, which is the rasa. Which is the rasa. Now, if you can analyze this in this verse, who is a Vishaya, Vishaya here? Who is a Vishaya here? Vishaya means object of vision. And Asha is experiencer. So who is Arjuna is seeing, Arjuna is gazing, isn't it? Arjuna, Tatrasa Vismaya Avishto, Ramahishta, Arjuna is gazing. Arjuna is looking at Krishna. So Krishna is the object, which is the Vishaya. Arjuna is Ashaya. Arjuna is gazing. And that gazing is inspiring. When Arjuna is looking at Krishna, gazing at Krishna, that is instigating this rasa. That is instigating this rasa. So Arjuna is looking again and again at Krishna, means a universal form, and is getting this amazement. And how it is, what is the Satvik Bhava? Hair standing on end. Roma, Hishta Roma, Hishta Roma. Hishta Roma means hairs standing on end. That is Satyabhava, means that which is transformation, that is happening in the body. That which is happening in the body, that is being transformation in the body, the change in the body. Arjuna's body, now Arjuna, although very sober person, is totally amazed and his hairs are standing on an end. So what is Anubhava? How Arjuna is expressing this? Arjuna, how is expressing this amazement? How it is with Pranamya Shirasa Krudanjali. Pranamya Shirasa Krudanjali. He is with his folded hand, Krudanjali. He is paying obeisances. He is paying obeisances to Krishna. And what is Sanchari Bhava? The mind is overwhelmed. Vismayavishto mind is overwhelmed by these emotions. That is Sanchari Bhava. And the Sai Bhava is the final, the amazement, the Albhuda Bhava. So these are the 5 components. We have to understand this technically so that we can, what we have to understand, because okay, what we find is saying, what actually says Arjuna is gazing at Krishna and is getting all these emotions. But our Acharyas has analyzed all this rasas, the basic components of the rasas. Then only it will give us more understanding of the rasas. Suppose you hear the word fire. So there are many reactions that is taking place in us when you see fire. Somebody is shouting, and then you are listening, and this fear is generating, and we are getting agitated, and then we are running here and there. So that bhayanaka rasa, there's a bhayanaka rasa. So in all the rasas, we can see the 5 components always there. So analyzing these rasas, we can understand better understanding of these rasas. So Arjuna, although he is a very sober person, he is now inspired by a relationship of amazement or wonder, albhuda, and Srila Prabhupada is actually mentioned here that he was not, of course, afraid. Actually, he is not afraid. It's not a material fear that is coming to Arjuna. He is completely amazed. He is affected by the wonders. So his natural affinity to Krishna is overwhelmed by this wonder, which is reacting, and this he is reacting this way. He is paying obeisance to Krishna, folding his hands, and then he's abhashada. He's starting to speak. Up to next verses, up to 31, you can see Krishna, Arjuna will be speaking. He'll be describing what he's seeing. Up to verse 31. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Right? Any clarification you need? Right. We can render Nasam Kirtan, Vaikhari Mahaji. Can sing.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya Prahladaayini Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Shilatanganakalayi Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yato yami tato narsimha bahir narsimho hridaye narsimho narasimha madim sharanam prapade tava kara kamalavare nakam albudha shringa dalidai हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गां केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जय लक्ष्मी नारसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय नरहरि जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं जलन्दं सर्वतोन्मुखं नरसिंहं भीक्षणभद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहं श्रीनरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय पद्ममुख पद्मभृङ्ग
विघ्नाशकारी श्री नरसिंह देव भगवान की
जय
महाराज की
जय
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
विधानां भावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णव